Think WD-40 is the miracle spray that fixes everything? Yes, advertisements present it as liquid gold, but here's the truth. Using it the wrong way on your car can backfire. Spray it on your tires and your wheels get super slippery, losing road grip. If used on belts, they dry out. And worst of all, it makes your paint shiny now, but leaves behind a greasy mess that attracts dirt like a magnet. So don't rely on everything you read on the internet. Instead, watch this video where I'm breaking down the biggest WD-40 car mistakes to avoid and showing you the smart and safe ways that could actually save you thousands in car repairs, especially with hack number 11, which most drivers totally miss. Let's begin with mistakes first. Mistake number 1, spraying WD-40 on a hot engine. After a long drive, you pop the hood and spot something rusty or greasy. Your first thought, grab the WD-40, but that can be a big mistake. WD-40 is highly flammable, so flammable in fact that people use it as starter fluid in emergencies. If you spray it on a hot engine, especially near parts like the exhaust manifold, catalytic converter, or metal pipes, it can catch fire in seconds. That's not just bad for your car, it's dangerous for you and everyone around. Fires under the hood can melt wires, damage expensive engine parts, and leave you with a huge repair bill. Before you reach for the can, always make sure your engine is completely cool. If you need to clean metal parts, use a proper engine degreaser on a cold engine in a well-ventilated space. WD-40 might work wonders, but only when used at the right time and in the right place. Mistake number 2, applying WD-40 on battery terminals. Corroded battery terminals are a common headache for drivers. You might think spraying WD-40 will clean it up and stop future rust. But hold up, this is another big mistake. Car batteries can arc, which means they can spark when you connect or disconnect the cables. And if WD-40 is sitting on the terminals, that's fuel for a fire. WD-40 isn't designed for electrical contact points, especially not ones that can spark. Instead, clean your battery safely with a wire brush and a mix of baking soda and water. There are also battery-specific sprays that are non-flammable and made just for this job. Plus, spraying WD-40 on terminals can leave a greasy film that collects dirt, which could mess with your battery's performance. Bottom line, it's not just about avoiding fire, it's about keeping your battery clean, safe, and working properly. Stick to the proper tools and your battery will thank you. Mistake number 3, spraying WD-40 on a squeaky engine belt. If you hear a high-pitched squeak when you start your car or rev the engine, you might think that spraying WD-40 could solve the problem. However, using WD-40 on your engine belt is not a good idea. Those belts, like the serpentine belt or fan belt, need friction to grip and run properly. WD-40 is a lubricant, which means it makes things slippery. That's great for a stuck bolt, but terrible for engine belts. If you spray it there, the belt might start slipping. That can cause your alternator, power steering, or water pump to stop working right. Even worse, the rubber can break down over time because WD-40 isn't made for those materials. A squeaky belt often indicates that it's too loose, worn out, or there's a problem with a pulley. The right fix is to inspect the belt, tighten or replace it, and check the accessory system, not just drown it in spray. Skip the WD-40 and fix the real problem. Mistake number 4, spraying WD-40 on windshield wipers. Your wipers start squeaking or leaving streaks, and you think, why not give them a quick spray of WD-40? It sounds like an easy fix, but it's actually a bad move. Windshield wiper blades are made of rubber, and they need to grip your glass just enough to wipe off water cleanly. WD-40 is a lubricant, which makes things slippery. Once it gets on your blades, it can break down the rubber, making the edges brittle and cracked. That leads to more streaks, not fewer, and faster wear. It also leaves behind an oily film on your windshield, which can smear in the rain and mess with your visibility. That's not just annoying, it's dangerous when you're driving in a storm. If your wipers are noisy or not working right, clean them with warm soapy water or replace them. It's a cheap fix that works way better than spraying something that doesn't belong there. Mistake number 5, leaving WD-40 cans in your car. It's easy to forget a can of WD-40 rolls under the seat, or you toss it in the trunk thinking I'll need this later. But leaving WD-40 inside your car, especially on hot days, is a real hazard. WD-40 is flammable and the can is pressurized. When temperatures climb inside a parked car, especially in summer, the pressure inside the can builds up fast. That can lead to leaks, bursting cans, or even small explosions. Imagine coming back to a smoky car or worse, a fire. It's not just a safety risk, it can also cause serious damage to your seats, carpets, and anything else stored nearby. Always store WD-40 in a cool, dry place like a garage shelf or toolbox, and never leave it where the sun beats down or the heat gets trapped. It's a helpful tool, but only when you store it smartly. Now, here are the correct uses of WD-40 to actually save your wallet from draining. Hack number 1 removes tar, tree sap, and bird poop from vehicle exteriors. Ever notice sticky tree sap on your hood or squishy bird poop on your windshield? Maybe even those black tar spots near your tires? WD-40 can actually help here, and this time, it's the right tool for the job. Spray a little WD-40 directly on the mess, wait a minute, and then gently wipe it off with a soft cloth. It breaks down the gunk without damaging your paint. Just don't let it sit for too long. After you're done, wash the area with car-safe soap and water. That way, you'll get rid of any leftover oily residue. This trick is especially handy during pollen season or after parking under messy trees. Just remember, WD-40 is for spot cleaning. Don't spray your whole car with it. Use the right way, it can save you from tough scrubbing and protect your paint from long-term stains. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Hack number 2 removes car scuff marks. Got a scuff mark on your car door or bumper? Maybe someone opened their door too close in a parking lot, or you brushed up against something in the garage. If the scratch is only on the surface and not too deep, WD-40 can help make it disappear. Spray a little bit on the scuff, wait a few seconds, and gently rub it with a microfiber cloth. In many cases, it lifts the mark right off and leaves the paint looking smooth again. It works best on plastic bumpers or clear coat layers, not deep scratches that cut into the paint. Just don't overdo it. Too much WD-40 can leave a greasy shine. Afterward, wipe the area clean and dry. It's a quick, easy fix that saves you a trip to the body shop, perfect for little marks that ruin your car's clean look. Hack number 3 stops squeaks on car doors. If your car door creaks every time you open it, don't panic, it's probably just a dry hinge. This is where WD-40 really shines. Spray a small amount directly onto the hinge area. Open and close the door a few times so it spreads evenly. The squeak usually stops almost instantly. Unlike engine parts or belts, door hinges don't need high friction. They need light lubrication to move freely. WD-40 helps the metal move smoothly and keeps it from rusting. It's also great for the trunk latch and even the fuel door if it's getting sticky. Just make sure you wipe off any extra spray so it doesn't drip or attract dirt. Use it once every few months to keep those squeaks away. It's one of the easiest ways to keep your car feeling smooth and sounding quiet, especially when pulling up somewhere and you don't want to wake the whole neighborhood. Hack number 4 keeps car locks from freezing during winter. On icy mornings, there's nothing worse than fighting with a frozen car lock. You jiggle the key, breathe on it, and still can't get in. Here's a simple trick. Use WD-40 before the cold hits. Spray a little into the keyhole or around the edges of the door lock before temperatures drop. WD-40 creates a barrier that repels moisture, which helps keep water from sneaking in and freezing overnight. No water equals no ice. It's especially useful if you park outside or live in areas with snow and freezing rain. Just don't overdo it, a small spray is enough, and avoid spraying it inside electronic fobs or smart entry buttons. Think of it as a quick winter prep step. A few seconds of spraying now can save you a lot of time, frustration, and frozen fingers later. It's a simple hack that works like magic when the chill sets in. Hack number 5 removes gunk and grease from fenders, windows, and car interiors. Cars get messy fast. Grease on fenders, fingerprints on windows, and sticky spills inside the cabin. WD-40 can be a quick fix cleaner for all of it. For greasy or grimy fenders, spray a little on a cloth and wipe the surface gently. It cuts through road gunk and leaves a smooth finish. For windows, it removes oily smudges and glue residue, like from old parking stickers. And yes, it can even help with interior messes, like removing sticker glue, spilled gum, or tough stains on plastic panels. Just don't use it on fabric or leather seats, because it can stain or leave a strong smell. Always spray on a cloth first, not directly on the surface, and test it on a small area if you're unsure. After cleaning, wipe it dry with a clean towel. It's a fast, cheap way to tackle stubborn messes without needing fancy cleaners. Hack number 6, removes bugs from cars. If you've ever taken a long highway drive in summer, you know how bad bug splatter can get. Your grill, bumper, headlights, and windshield end up covered in baked-on insect guts that don't come off with just water. That's where WD-40 comes in. Spray a little onto the buggy area, let it sit for a minute, and then wipe it off with a soft cloth. The WD-40 loosens the dried up mess, so you don't have to scrub hard or scratch your paint. Just make sure to wash the area with soap and water afterward to remove any leftover residue. It works great on headlights too, just don't use it on the inside of the glass. And don't forget to reapply wax if you're cleaning large painted sections. This trick is especially helpful after road trips or during bug season, when your front bumper becomes a bug graveyard. Hack number 7, keeps rubber car door seals soft and prevents cracking. Ever notice your door seals getting dry, cracked, or noisy over time? That's because rubber breaks down from heat, cold, and just regular wear. WD-40 can actually help keep those rubber seals soft and flexible. Lightly spray WD-40 on a clean cloth, then wipe it around the rubber lining of your doors, trunk, or even the hood. This helps prevent the seals from drying out or sticking in hot weather. In winter, it can stop the seals from freezing shut. Plus, it adds a thin layer of protection that blocks out moisture and UV damage. Just don't spray it directly. Always use a cloth to avoid overdoing it. If your car is a few years old and the doors are starting to sound creaky when you open them, this quick fix might make a huge difference. Think of it like a conditioner for your car's rubber parts. Keeping seals healthy means your cabin stays quieter, more comfortable, and better insulated, and it helps prevent water leaks that can damage your car's interior during heavy rain or snow. Hack number 8, protects chrome. If you've got chrome parts on your car, like trim, wheels, exhaust tips, or emblems, WD-40 is a great way to keep them looking shiny and rust-free. Chrome is pretty, but it's also a magnet for water spots, road salt, and rust. After cleaning your chrome parts, spray a small amount of WD-40 on a soft cloth and buff the surface gently. It leaves a thin protective layer that repels moisture and helps block rust from forming. It also makes future cleanups easier because grime won't stick as easily. Just don't go overboard, a little goes a long way, and don't use it on chrome-plated plastic unless you test it first, because it might leave a haze. If your chrome is looking dull or starting to pit, WD-40 can bring back the shine and add a layer of protection, kind of like sunscreen but for your shiny bits. Using WD-40 regularly can help extend the life of your chrome and keep it looking new. It's a quick detailer's trick that saves time and keeps your ride looking sharp. Hack number 9, protects corrosion-sensitive areas of the car. Rust loves hiding in the dark, damp corners of your car, like the bottom of doors, wheel wells, and undercarriage parts. If you live where it rains a lot or they use road salt in the winter, your car is at risk. WD-40 can help. After a wash, spray WD-40 lightly on metal areas that are prone to rust. Think of hinges, exposed bolts, and the undersides of the car that get splashed often. It forms a protective layer that helps block out moisture, preventing corrosion from starting in the first place. Just make sure not to spray it on your brakes, belts, or anything that needs friction. This is especially helpful on older cars or trucks where rust has already started to show. If used regularly, WD-40 can help slow down rust and protect your investment, keeping your ride looking good and running longer. Doing this once a month can help extend the life of your vehicle's body and undercarriage. It's especially useful for truck owners, older vehicles, and anyone living near the coast. Hack number 10 prevents mud from sticking to undercarriages of vehicles and ATVs. Love off-roading in your truck or ATV? Then you know how annoying it is to scrub off dried mud stuck all over the undercarriage. Here's a trick. Before you hit the trail, spray WD-40 on your vehicle's lower body and undercarriage. It creates a slick barrier that helps prevent mud from sticking in the first place. After your adventure, cleaning is way easier. The mud slides off faster, saving you tons of time and effort. Just avoid spraying it on brakes, suspension joints, or rubber bushings. This hack is perfect for people who drive on dirt roads or through snow too. It works kind of like cooking spray on a pan. Less mess and faster cleanup later. If you're the type who loves to get dirty but hates the cleanup. This WD-40 trick is a total game changer. It also helps stop mud from building up in hard-to-reach spots that can cause rust later. So whether you're hitting the trails or just driving through messy weather, this hack keeps things clean and protected. Hack number 11, keep spark plugs and ignition parts dry and protected. Over time, dust, dirt, and even moisture can build up around your spark plugs and ignition wires. That can mess with your engine's performance and make it harder to start your car. But here's where WD-40 really shines, literally. Since WD stands for water displacement, it's perfect for keeping moisture away from spark plugs, wires, and ignition distributors. Just make sure the engine is off and completely cool before you begin. Spray a little WD-40 on a soft, clean cloth and gently wipe around the plugs or wires. You can also lightly spray the wires and inside the distributor cap to keep things dry and corrosion free. This trick helps prevent engine misfires, especially in wet or humid weather. And if your spark plugs are stuck from rust, WD-40 can help loosen them without damage. It's a simple way to protect your ignition system and keep your engine running smoothly. Found this video helpful? Then be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.